How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around Game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this Game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they can report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters. How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around Game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this Game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they can report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters. has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters. How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters.
Hello gamers and gaming fans, welcome to Open Esports Student Games Indian qualifiers, which are going to happen at Russia, and it's going to be held by ESFI. Our players from India under ESFI, they were able to represent our nation proudly, and they have achieved some of these beautiful achievements. Talking about it, in 2022 in the Commonwealth Esports Games for the game of Dota 2, acquired bronze. And last year, 2023, at the Asian Games, particularly for the game of League of Legends, 5th place. Then this year, representing AIMAG. Then in the future, and beautiful event, the much awaited, the Olympic Esports that's going to happen in 2025. So be prepared for it. Also, let me give a huge shout out to the sponsors. Thank you so much to our partners, particularly our training partner Hama, our multiplex partners Inox, our coaching partners with GMR, then our communications partner Artsmith, sports psychology partner Mandeha, and not to forget our event partner Let's Game Now. मैं हूं Santa, मेरे साथ यहाँ पे जुड़े हैं Frozen Razor. We are much excited for the games that are going to happen, and one of the most favorite, the mythical, magical game of Dota 2. Hello Frozen Razor, how are you?
Hi, thank you for giving a huge shout out to ESFI and everything they have done to, change our esports situation and scenario in our country. So, obviously, this is specifically Open Esports Student Games we are talking about. The team that qualifies and represents India is gonna be able to visit Russia, and you need to be a student to enter this tournament. That's the catch of it. So. It's a huge opportunity for somebody who is a student. Let's say the age group of Dota 2 players. It has that game is quite ancient, right? Defense of the ancients too. That is, they've been able to adjust themselves from a very long time, and a lot of us are not students anymore. So that gives an opportunity to the fresh new generation to represent themselves with our country's flag in a different country and have a chance to achieve glory and victory, and obviously perhaps achieve a good international relationship as well with the other countrymen. So that's the qualifier of Open Esports Student Games. And Santa, we are gonna be watching the games of, I think it's 3 teams. It's a total of 5 players on each teams.
Yep.
And it's all play all format. That's how the format is. So if you drop even a single game, that's gonna be the end of the journey for you. And it's really important for you to find these like-minded students with similar skill level who can work out with each other and then proceed to try and succeed. So that's about everything. And obviously it's Dota 2, so a lot of things to keep an eye on, a lot of things to have your focus on. It's farming, destroying towers, denying the opponent the farm, a lot of objectives. It's very different than the typical video games that we usually cover and enjoy playing. It's rather a big mental block, I would say. You really need to have your mental and emotional mindset in place.
Agreed, completely agreed with you. You need to have that nerves of steel and control your emotions as much as possible. और साथ ही साथ यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जो एक बेहतरीन मौका लेके वो आया है ESFI, डेफिनेटली एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू लुक फॉरवर्ड फॉर. एंड जैसे कि फ्रोजन रेजर भाई ने यहाँ पे बताया, इट्स अ ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटी टू रेज अ कंट्री फ्लैग एट एन इंटरनेशनल रीजन. तो हाँ गाइस, तैयार रहिएगा, क्वालिफायर्स पे अपना पूरा जी जान लगा के खेलिए और आगे का सफ़र आपके लिए फ्रूटफुल रहे और इसके आगे और भी आप रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए रहें, ऐसा मेरा एक विश रहेगा. Thank you so much for ESFI for bringing this up to us. NESC24 2024 के ये मैचेस में तो देखते हैं Dota 2 मैचेस आज किस तरह से होने वाला है और ये टीम्स आज किस अंदाज से एक दूसरे के साथ भिड़ने वाले हैं. Now, Frozen is let it be any of the games, the strategy would remain the same. Roadmap के ऊपर, could you highlight this?
Yeah, of course. So I'll give you a brief information about this. I already mentioned कि ये जो 3 teams है, all play all format है. As you can see, there are only 3 teams: Team Alpha, Team Avengers, and Team WOF. And if you drop a single game, it puts you in the second place because आपके पास एक loss है और आपके पास एक win आ सकता है. And you need to win both the games because best of 1 है. ऐसा नहीं है कि Team Alpha और Team WOF में बेस्ट ऑफ 3 होगा कि 2-0 नहीं तो 2-1 जीत सकते हो. एंड देन द नेक्स्ट फिक्सचर विच इज ऑल्सो अ BO1. सो ऐसा नहीं है. एंड द कैच इज इफ यू विन 2 games you make it. I know it's a fair and simple qualifier, but this is specifically for students. That's the real important thing. There are other players out there who would have loved to play this tournament, who would have loved to compete or enroll themselves, but you need to be an eligible student of a specific school, college or university. That is the main condition to be able to play this event or participate in it. Only then you can have that trip to Russia. I mean, that is if you win, or even to play for the qualifier, there needs to be the eligibility that needs to be matched. So ये है fixtures, ये 3 matches हम cover करने वाले हैं आज, and Team Alpha versus Team WF will be the first game. We will, I think we'll be jumping into the draft, and draft के बारे में बात करें तो patch का तो update आ ही चुका है, which is 7.37. I think it's B or C version released recently, and players have to play on the balanced patch. ये जो नया patch आ चुका है Santa, इसमें बहुत updates आ चुके हैं. Innate abilities introduce हो चुके हैं, first sets आ चुके हैं. A hero can be played in 2 different styles, apart from the talent reselection, which was a very early update, and the skill build and attributes. I can say one thing, facet is something that you can select when you are picking the hero. You can change the facet.
Interesting.
So that is a game choice that you can make to change your strategy there and there itself. But obviously no team wants to, you know, try to modify something and lead away from their decided strategy. So चलते हैं draft की तरफ. Team WF and Alpha. I'll just give you a brief idea about the bans. Wolf has decided to ban Hoodwink and Venomancer. Alpha has decided to ban Tinker and Spirit Breaker. So a lot of these support picks that you can see are being banned out in the first phase.
Oh. So यहाँ एक पाथ क्रिएट हो जा रहा है और आगे का बैंस के बारे में बात करेंगे. Meanwhile, there are certain picks which would either make or break the game. तो इस कुछ पिक्स आएंगे कि नहीं देखना चाहते हैं. अगर मेरे फेवरेट आप बात करोगे, माय मोस्ट फेवरेट हीरो इन डोटा 2 इन्वोकर. आई लिटरली लव दैट गाय. पर्टिकुलरली
इन्वोकर के बारे में एक बात बता दूंगा लेटेस्ट पैच के बारे में. उसको थोड़े बफ्स मिले हैं, so that hero has been strengthened a little bit, but it hasn't been strengthened to the point where it fits in a draft is what I feel. But I'd love to see one of the teams play it, because yeah, that's just a fun hero to watch, right? क्योंकि वो उसकी playstyle कितनी अलग है. Obviously facet changing and facet selection is something that makes the already most versatile hero of the game even more versatile. It's like reaching new limits.
मेरे को इसलिए पसंद है क्योंकि ये जो ऑर्ब्स इनके आस पड़ोस घूमते रहते हैं, बीट द क्वॉक्स, वेक्स और एक्सॉट कॉम्बिनेशंस के साथ, दैट टू हिज ग्लोबल स्ट्राइक्स, वो कहीं पे भी रहे अपने टीम को एक परफॉर्मेंस बूस्ट देने के लिए.
Yeah, there is a kill potential and it's like a semi-global or global hero, you could say. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about these bans and the latest pick, okay? So
yes.
Now WF have decided to ban Lina, and that's a very strong ban, I would say. That's potentially taking out a mid laner or else a safe laner in one strike, and Ember Spirit being the ban from Alpha. So the first picks which have come for the respective teams, WF obviously get the pick on their Weaver. They can decide to play it as a support, or else they can play it as a carry. I honestly feel revealing Weaver this early into the draft is possibly just giving out that this is a support. But अगर draft में fit हो जाए तो क्या मालूम, carry के side को भी shift कर सकती है team WOF. And Alpha, they have decided to go for Tiny. Same thing. This can be played as a position 4 or else a mid. So support नहीं तो mid के तरफ leaning hero है. Both the teams are right now just going for flexible picks which can fit in different ways. And the bans are there. WF ban Ursa, Ursa, and Alpha ban Queen of Pain and OD. So there is these heroes from Alpha which have been banned, which are not easy to catch. Ember, Queen of Pain, OD, they are just good at positioning. I mean, if they get a good position and they throw their spells correctly, then it becomes difficult. And at the same time, WF pick Underlord I think that's their offlaner because it's a tanky hero. It roots heroes, so global presence भी है हाँ इस hero का alt की वजह से.
उसके बाद जितने भी हमारे ड्रैगन काइंड ऑफ हीरोज है वो काफी मेरे को पसंद आते हैं, पर्टिकुलरली जकीरो विद दैट ड्यूअल ब्रेथ. Several times I have seen a lot of annihilation being performed by these dragons on the paths.
Yeah, it's
Level up-
also a tanky hero. मतलब जकीरो जो है ना वो सपोर्ट हीरो है, तो सपोर्ट हीरोज यूजुअली थोड़े बहुत वीक रहते, इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं रहते in terms of HP and strength or durability. But Jakiro is one of the few exceptions.
Agreed, completely agreed. So ये आइस पाथ कर देता है, मैक्रो फायर क्रिएट कर देता है, जिसकी वजह से थोड़े बहुत, और उसके साथ डार्कसियर. Now correct me if I'm wrong, to make Darkseer perform at the level that is needed, you need a lot of farm and it has to be sort of into the late game.
So actually I'll give you a very huge ups on Darkseer, okay?
Okay.
Darkseer works really well when there is a strong hero जिसका illusion आप निकाल के आप opponents को counteract कर सकते हो. It basically means yes to your question that late game में it scales better, but there needs to be a hero जिसका illusion निकालना फायदे में रहेगा. And picking Darkseer this early is slightly giving away that information. You understand me? I mean, Darkseer has been picked in the 3rd slot. And there is no revelation ki, I mean, Weaver is not one of the best heroes to get the illusion of. Neither is Underlord. Underlord, I can understand that illusion can be useful because you are probably gonna get the buffs of atrophy aura and damage reduction. But Shadow Shaman hai, Wind Ranger hai, बाद में के picks. So the Darkseer pick could have been held, is what I feel about Team Alpha. But at the same time, they might be having this strategy. If you look at their team fight, right now you see a Faceless Void pick up. So Darkseer can vacuum, probably lock 2 or 3 heroes into an Ice Path follow-up, nahi to Avalanche and Toss. So if you look around it, Darkseer is not that bad of a pick right now. Even though there are enough counters for Darkseer, the ability to start a team fight for Darkseer is very good, but the ability to escape in this game is very bad because he's playing against a Root and a Shackle and another Shackle coming from Wolf, the latest pick Wind Ranger that is. But I guess Alpha have some kind of game plan with the Faceless Void pickup. क्या मालूम टाइम जोन पे खेल पाए ये facet selection पे. I don't know if he's gonna select Chronosphere. I do see a reason for this game to go in favor of that time zone facet, which is a new addition due to the latest patch. Santa, आप familiar हो facets के साथ? Facets और innate abilities.
मैं ये actually check out कर रहा हूँ because even this is slightly new information. This is entirely
It's a lot
new
of information. भाई.
Lot, yes. और actually
latest update आया है ना.
मैं धीरे धीरे figure out कर रहा हूँ the combination of itemizations, okay, and the benefits that you get out of it. And in between, Dota 2 brings in the facets.
इतने सारे हीरोज के आपको facets पढ़ने, आपको innate abilities पढ़ने, हो गई भाई पढ़ाई.
ऐसे लगता है कि ना IAS IPS के एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर हो रहा है जब Dota 2 गेम के बारे में पढ़ रहा है.
No, seriously, I mean this game is that complex and it's understandable. So I hope us as casters can break it down as much as we are breaking it down for ourselves as well. Like we are trying to understand the game so that we can help others understand it. That is one of the funniest things to be a Dota 2 caster, and that's just, I mean, hilarious.
See, though the game is this complex, you enjoy it a lot. Okay, at several fronts.
हाँ मजा आता है क्योंकि repetitive scenarios बहुत कम हो जाते हैं and people just love new things. People just love something that happens for the first time or something that happens for another time, but it rarely happens. You know what I mean? कि ये जो एक चीज बहुत rarely होती है, ये अगर 2 बार हुई तो अच्छा लगता है ना. It's like watching a shooting star twice in the same week, something like that. And then you just think, oh, I just might be lucky to have be in the right place in the right time and to have witnessed this. So pulling that kind of play and pulling that kind of achievement, or I would say even a spectacular play. I mean, अल्फा का ड्राफ्ट तो देख के वैसा ही लग रहा है कि कुछ तो स्पेक्टेकुलर करना चाहते हैं. टीम फाइट का जो कॉम्बो है उनका, along with the Shadow Demon pick. Let's talk a little bit about the bans. I think we got distracted with the new patch. So yeah, Invoker, आपका hero banned है, unfortunately. And Puck is also going to be the last ban. That makes sense because ये जो silence है Puck का, ये this can cause problems for Weaver, Shadow Shaman as well as Wind Ranger. And I think overall the ban is good because Wind Ranger likes to run away, Weaver likes to run away, Shadow Shaman likes to run away or reposition. So Coil is also there apart from silence, which is a problem. I think Jukan is doing a great job of drafting.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Alpha के जो bans है वो unfortunately kind of अपन ने miss out किए, but obviously last pick Shadow Demon अपन ने देख लिया, and Morphling is going to be the last pick. That makes the Puck ban very sensible from Team WOF, their captain Jukan. And Alpha के जो captain है इन्होंने I think पूरा मतलब either we win this team fight and then completely, you know, start racking up the advantage. My real concern for Alpha, honestly, Santa, is this: when your team fight or combo spells are on cooldown, what is it that you do on the map during then? Do you just avoid fights because that is when WoF are very strong? They can just continue to take objectives like towers, farms, aggression and vision and everything. So that is a slight bit of loophole that I see in Alpha's draft. But what do you think? Who takes this game? Just looking at the draft, and you know, everybody is equally skilled and matched with the play potential.
It's slightly difficult, yet I would say that WoF may have that advantage because of the Wind Ranger factor. क्योंकि काफी सारे, again, this is solely with the viewing experience that I have seen in the past 2 years. No. The past 2 year tournaments which I have covered so far. जब भी मैं देखता हूँ Wind Ranger का pick, and particularly Wind Ranger gets that particular farm leveled up promptly till prior to the mid game. वो तगड़े अगर हो गए उसके बाद मैं देखता हूँ an annihilation factor. You have to combine that with the other heroes. Okay, if that happens and the coordination is there, then WoF के पास रहेगा. दूसरी तरफ मैं बात करूं on the complete flip corner with Morphling, जैसे आपने बताया था कि Darkseer का, that replicating.
Yeah, actually Morphling is a good illusion to get off from Darkseer replica wall, but let's talk a little bit of what is happening right now. Okay, I mean, let's just quickly introduce the players first, then we'll get back to this discussion. Obviously action अब start होने वाली है, clock 0 पे का touch होगा तब. So Dark X is playing Morphling. It is Icarus on the Wind Ranger, Liko on the Shadow Shaman, Jukan on the Underlord, and Karl on the Weaver. That's Team WoF. On the Radiant, and Shadow Demon is being played by Blacklocked. It is Faceless Void who is the captain of Team Alpha. Squeezy is going to play the Darkseer. Jakiro is going to be handled by Mr. LQ Master YT, and Jackie is going to be playing the Tiny. That's the entire team, and that's Team Alpha. तो बहुत जल्दी इस गेम के स्टार्ट को इन्होंने डिवॉर्ड किए हैं. स्मोक ऑफ डिसीट कैरी किया था, and they even snatch bounty runes. I mean, they just picked 2 bounty runes each. Nobody fought anybody. I think there were not good spells to land the first blood unless you were very well positioned, and that is exactly what happened.
Mid lane पे Wind Ranger against Tiny, sometimes the tree or with the skeletal spine. ये तोड़ता फोड़ता बहुत ज्यादा. Jakiro, good combo I would say, like dark, troublesome situation. Not so earlier,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
that Underlord threw the firestorm and secured the last hits from that creep wave. And Weaver is obviously trying to, be aggressive, dive the tower, and deny a last hit for Faceless Void and Jakiro. So, as you guys can see, there is this play that happened जहाँ पे बाउंटी रून चुराने की कोशिश की थी शैडो शामन ने एंड शैडो डीमन ने उनको डिनाई किया.
Lot of damage being dished out over moving further. जरा सा back होना ही पड़ेगा. Weaver, while trying to avoid those last hits as much as possible, at the same point of time does not want to leave the waves open. Farm continue हो जाता है फिलहाल के लिए. If we talk about the farm and net worth advantage, we see Tiny, Wind Ranger, दोनों going head on with each other. They definitely lock the horns for over here.
Yeah,
Moppling on the
also
other front
अपन
as well.
ये जो चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे थे ना डार्क में कि Weaver might be a carry, Weaver might be a support. So finally when they walk into the lanes and we see that this guy is last hitting, this guy isn't last hitting. So we realize कि Weaver is a support. Tiny is the mid pick, which was the first pick itself. And a lot of these things. तो अब बात करते हैं थोड़ा बहुत problems की which can be for each other on this end for either team. तो एक तो चीज अपन ने already discuss की थी which was the team fight potential for Team Alpha. But when their spells are on cooldown, that is problematic. And lastly, for Team Wolf, what can be the problem? Which is if Darkseer is having a good game, it's not just Darkseer that they have to deal with. They also have to deal with Shadow Demon, which also gets an illusion. And into that Team WOF picked a Morphling. So Morphling के दो नहीं तीन illusions निकल सकते हैं due to disruption and wall of replica.
Yes.
And that is something that Team Wolf slightly have taken care of with the Shadow Shaman pick. But it's not enough. One hex only removes one illusion. So Morphling को थोड़ा protection offer करना पड़ेगा इन लोगों को. Something that Team Wolf don't have is a proper save, but I do see a lot of sustain on their lineup. Is all I would say.
Is there a particular itemization they can follow which can counter this?
I think yes. We do see the Faceless Void is not having a good time when he's trying to last hit Underlord's Atrophy Aura. So that is one, something that they picked as a hero itself. Secondly, Underlord builds into a Greaves and Crimson Guard and a Pipe. Those are the three items that this hero loves to make. So that is what is going to offer a lot of protection against Team Alpha. So hold on. Shackle has been dropped, but it is cancelled here by disruption. I think Darkseer should be fine. But you can see those illusions are hurting Morphling. The moment he got an illusion created on. And on this side, we see Faceless Void dropping so low, and then he just walks away. There is no root, obviously, but you can see how much Weaver and Underlord are able to zone out these heroes. So, yeah, Faceless Void needs to have a good start into this game for Alpha to, contest. Here you can see Darkseer was in trouble, Shadow Demon kind of saved him. Then those illusions start hurting. And I think mid lane is the lane where Team Alpha is slightly doing better, is what I feel.
Yes, I have to agree with that as well. Wind Ranger, Tiny K against Dono. So far, level 4. I'm waiting for the time where they reach level 10 and proceed from there. Also, I would like to look at the...
Actually, I would say even level 6 is a deciding factor along with a rune. मतलब जब rune मिलेगा ना दोनों heroes को obviously bottle बनाना पसंद है. ये देखो toss का damage देखो. It's negated here by the raindrop. So that's a really good pickup, right? ये जो आप raindrop item देख रहे हो. It's preventing the crash landing for set and the toss damage that Tiny is able to deal. So that's a good way to itemize. Icarus is playing a very squishy hero, but yeah, we have the first blood. It's at top. It's going to be Carl on the Weaver. He'll get the last hit, and that is going to be Faceless Void dying. So that's just unfortunate कि Alpha के जो captain है, उसको ही पहले मारा है, and it's the most important hero for Alpha to get farm. So slight advantage for team WOF. Their Weaver has gotten the first blood. And also Weaver के बारे में एक बात बता दूं, ये हीरो सपोर्ट अगर रहेगा तो थोड़ा difficult to deal with है, because you waste a lot of sentries, detection, तो gold जाता है, and let alone the potential of this hero to become a core, as in carry की तरह खेल सकते हैं आप आगे late game में और बहुत late game में जाके. So now you suddenly have this Weaver hero as a problem as well. But yeah,
I see items being picked up as well. The boots, the vessel in play, the Wind Ranger getting ready for the upcoming level 6 already reached over here.
yeah,
And
he might
10
actually go for the kill if he gets the javelin. I think वो javelin के लिए रुके. You can see the shift queue is already having the maelstrom for Wind Ranger. And yeah, top lane, Faceless Void is not having a good time. Can you see the network where Faceless Void is below Darks here? So that's the impact from Jukan and Karl on Underlord and Weaver. I'm just surprised to see Underlord not getting banned. There were a couple of heroes like OD, Queen of Pain, Ember Spirit, but not Underlord. And Underlord was the second pickup. Okay, Faceless Void is rooted again. He's gonna walk his way back into some HP, but the Ice Path is going to miss. And yeah, that is at no cost. थोड़ा सा माना जलाया अंडरलॉर्ड ने और वीवर ने, और उसके बाद फेसलेस वॉइड को वॉक बैक करना पड़ा. एंड नाउ ही इज अगेन अवे फ्रॉम क्रीप्स. समथिंग दैट दिस हीरो लव्स टू हिट is something that he is easily distanced from and zoned out from. So I think WOF are doing a great job at top lane and even at bottom lane, because Tiny is the only hero which is doing well on the side of Team Alpha.
Usually 6.5-7 minutes into the game.
Oh, the waveform.
Oh yes.
The save from Shadow Demon came in time. I think he was ready to throw the adaptive strike, but look at these illusions dealing so much damage. Wisdom Rune has been picked up by Shadow Demon as well as Weaver on either team. So Blacklocked, he was well positioned to save the Darks here as well as pick up the Wisdom Rune. Santa, you must be aware that Wisdom Rune gives you XP.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's a new addition. I think this thing was not even a year old yet. Okay, look at the problems caused here. Jakiro is down to a quarter HP, has less to no mana, and Faceless Void, he walked back to regain his HP, but Jakiro might be dead. Karl, he's chasing him, and the Shukuchi combined with the Germinate attack is going to be his death. Shadow Demon has made the rotation, but they don't have Chronosphere yet for the Faceless Void. I think Faceless Void and Shadow Demon need to be careful. Oh, look at this. Shadow Shaman is going to join the fray. There's going to be a root thrown down by the Underlord. Weaver is in trouble, but I think Faceless Void might be shackled, might be focus fired. Is the Whirlwind patch, the Whirlwind facet from the Wind Ranger. And he's just gonna start shooting arrows in all directions, including in the directions of the tower. That is really well done by Team WOF. At this point, Alpha has lost the top lane. A great rotation for Tiny. Underlord is dead, but Shadow Shaman, he's recovering his HP because of tackle. The Ice Path is intact. The foul play hasn't been procced yet. Now he might be dead. He is gonna die to the neutral creeps. That is insane. The foul play was indeed very dirty. And even Weaver survives.
ये properly timed firestorm right along with the pit. और जो fall play आप बोल रहे थे, not allowing your kill to your opponent and letting it go for the neutrals.
That is just 4-1 being shown on the scoreboard, but technically it's 4-0 because neutral creeps are not something that give you gold and XP. And so, yeah, it's technically 4-0, 3k lead. Sure, the rotation from Tiny, it was good. That one kill was Underlord. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think I should correct myself there. Yeah, the Underlord died correctly to the Tiny. But it feels like a heavy loss. Okay, hold on. There is an Ice Path being thrown. The Swarm is gonna be thrown down by the Weaver, but Shadow Demon has made the save. Oh, the power shot right after exiting the disruption, and Shadow Demon is in trouble. Black Rock is gonna fall with the hands of Jukan. It's going to be Weaver getting the killing spree by finishing off Jakiro. They instantly TP down. I'm not sure what this TP is for. Maybe they're trying to hunt Darkseer, who just ran away. Then Jukan just walks back towards the top tower. I think this tower is gone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
One more. I thought it could have been went into the trade, but no attempts on the towers on the other front.
Dire's
Yeah, it's
top
the
tower
magical
more
scoreboard
clear.
right now, 7-1. This
Radiant's middle
score is
tower
familiar.
under attack.
You must have heard of this 7-1 score in the World Cup of 2014, and that's just the same number being displayed here in this fixture between WOF and Alpha.
Numbers का magic and continue हो जाते हैं.
हाँ यार,
Beautifully looking.
yeah, this amazing power shot, well timed by Icarus. I mean, that was really fantastic. Another
The
shackle.
shackle.
The toss back is not gonna save Tiny as he dies. Blacklock, he's in trouble. Ether Shock gets thrown out. Windrun activated. Tower damage is gonna be negated. Although Shadow Demon poison stacks barely do anything to Icarus, who is gonna be on of charges, on of shadows back
Dire's
into
structures
health.
are fortified.
And yeah, they throw down the Serpent Watch as well. I think
Dire's bottom
Santa,
tower
we
is
discussed
under
this,
attack.
that in the draft there was this thing
Dire's
that
middle
if
tower is
Alpha
falling.
does not get their combo, team fight combo landing spells
Agreed,
pulled
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what is happening right now.
And
9-1,
when-
7k lead in 11 minutes is pretty bad.
Agreed.
And that's a really bad start. You hate to see Faceless Void on that spot of net worth.
You know what?
Radiant's
Whenever
top
I
tower
see
is
the
under
team
attack.
fight ensues, a proper time.
Oh, look at this. Jakiro is dead. I think so. Okay, he's alive, but there is no tower. The Shukuchi might do it. And yeah, Gal continues to be on the dominating spree. There is a Rod of Atos completed. So there are a lot of routes, a lot of disables
Radiant's
for Team
middle
Alpha to
tower is
address.
under attack.
The Shukuchi in play. This is where Weaver kind of, irritates as well as frightens me a lot several times. There's one more hero who kind of does the assassinations which we see at times, right?
Right.
तो ऐसे और भी देखने के लिए मिल पाएंगे. फिलहाल के लिए itemization looking good, going for more purchases, and the tip offs. Okay, this started as well. 10-1 on the board.
Oh yeah, I was
Um,
surprised to see no tips, but finally there is the first one. It's gonna be Tiny on the receiving end. All right.
मैं पहले शॉक हो रहा था कि भाई ओपोनेंट्स को टिप ऑफ क्यों कर रहे हो. उसके बाद एक्चुअल रीजन जब पता चला, आई वाज लाइक ओह इतना भी चलता है. ओके.
Yeah, this is a
Interesting.
degree of this is one of the degree of trash talking, as they call it in CS or other games or in sports even. And obviously tips is the form of destroying you mentally. You can tip somebody in any lobby, and obviously that is like sledging. So let's talk a little bit about Morphling, by the way. Morphling has obviously been avoiding most of the team fights and everything. Farm to badhiya hai.
Farm
The
pe
Manta style is about to be completed at 15-minute mark, as long as the recipe is delivered in time. And Icarus is also done with Maelstrom within 300 more gold, just lacking the Mithril Hammer, but they still decide to go for a smoke play. They're slowly trying to reduce the map. The scan gets connected. There is Faceless Void spotted in the trees. The root is going to catch and make sure. Invisibility in the trees. It's gonna be denied thanks to Jukan throwing down the root from Underlord. That's just stupid, I mean. And yeah, okay, a snipe coming from Jackie. Jackie has assassinated Morphling. That's the enemy's carry. Team Wolf को थोड़ा सा response दिया किया. Okay, you guys can kill the Faceless Void. I'll try to assassinate the Morphling. And Jakiro dies as a collateral. I mean, this game is slowly starting to become so fast. They even spot out the stack. The Shackle is going to land on the Ancient Creep. The Shackle followed with the Root. Serpent was being dropped, and that's going to be Jukan on a mega kill streak. I think this stack is Team Wolves for the taking and Team Alpha ये जो recovery create करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे from the stacks, ancient stacks. That has been spotted, and in fact the serpents and all the spells of Team Wolf are gonna allow them to capitalize and gain even more gold advantage. You can see it, 14-3 on the scoreboard, 10k gold net worth advantage, and the items just keep coming. At the same time, Faceless Void, 4th from below on the net worth position. That is never the position your carry or the position one should be, you know.
सारे tier 1 towers गायब. Next target tier 2 towers, going for it. Attack increasing, morphling, focusing entirely over
At least the
farm.
morphling was killed by Tiny as a surprise catch. But okay, great.
Okay.
Underlord has been killed. I think that's the mega kill streak ending. And he has not been traded. I think Jukan बहुत ही deep jungle में खेल रहे थे without any of his teammates. So yeah, he got punished for it. So that's well done by Team Alpha. I think they had nothing to lose when they were going for the Underlord kill and the streak as well.
Do you think they would go for Roshan in the next few
I think
minutes?
Team Wolf is ready to take the Roshan as soon as they get the Serpent
I
wards
was
back from
thinking.
cooldown. This player Liko, who's playing the Shadow Shaman, he might be positioning himself to place the observer wards, then get that information, and then they will do the Roshan, and then they can possibly hit the tier 2 towers, maybe in tier 3. But hold on, he's gonna throw the Serpent wards on Faceless Void. He's been shackled for an eternity. Follow that with a root. There is a Chronosphere, but there is a disruption. This might be a misplay coming from Team Alpha, as Team Wolf, they get a God's gift, as the ally trying to save turned out to be a beautiful giveaway of the carry's life. Darkseer is trying to chase the Shadow Shaman. He will kill him through the foul play. And Mechanism has been purchased by Darkseer. Okay, that's 1 for 1, but it's still a bad trade for Team Alpha as they lose their carry yet again. I mean, did you see the chrono was dropped and he got disrupted instantly?
I saw they got trapped, but yeah, the disruption becoming the
And now
factor
suddenly
the
Jakiro and
double
Shadow Demon are dead. Follow that with another route coming from Underlord. The time walk back, but Darkseer has been spirit vesseled into death, coming from the adaptive strike and morphling. Shackle lands. That's a beautiful one from Icarus. Another kill. Only Tiny survived, and he was not even close to his teammate. He was just trying to farm the map. Fortification has been thrown out by Team Alpha. That's a team wipe technically.
I was about to shout a team wipe, then I saw that Tiny kind of survived. But
Yeah,
prior
even
to
I
this,
hesitated after seeing Tiny live, but 4 out of 5 with a fortification. यार fortification को 5th player मान लो और wipe ही call out कर दो इस play को, but क्या ही कर सकते हैं.
Oh. तो ज़्यादा देर लगने वाला नहीं है, and with Aegis in play, so can I safely say that Underlord is going to be the one to pick up Aegis?
Underlord is actually very beefy and tanky, so the Aegis might be given to the Morphling or else Wind Ranger, because those are the two candidates who will try to hit the towers. Oh, the Shackle lands. Disruption. Both the disables have been thrown at the same exact time, so this might be the opportunity for Wind Ranger to kill off the SD. He's still chasing it. The root helps him. And now he's going for the Darkseer chase. The Shackle is available. He is gonna throw it, but oh, is it gonna latch? It is. The Hex and the Ether Shock is gonna be the device of the Darkseer. Faceless Void is in trouble. He has been rooted by the Rod of Atos, followed with the ground AoE root. Tiny is gonna try to avalanche toss, but there is enough sustain thanks to the pipe from Jukan. Macropyre being thrown out, but there's Serpent wards against Macropyre. Talk about spells against each other, and again Faceless Void has been rooted, followed up with a Shackle shot, a power shot. Oh, it's a kill shot with the Wind Ranger arrow killing him off. What is going on in this game? Team Wolf is just running over Team Alpha.
ये बस चल रहा है. The hunt is getting hunted over here. लग रहा था
Yeah,
कि
another
कहीं ना
Shackle
कहीं-
latches on the Tiny. Jukan is gonna reduce his damage. Firestorm being thrown on his body. Tiny. It's a difficult one to have this game recovering. 19 minutes in, 16k lead, 23 to 5. The one hero which was having a slightly good amount of XP and gold, which was Tiny, couldn't pull off enough plays. Blacklock has been killed off. Meanwhile, this is Morphling just hitting down the towers.
Yes.
Bhai, kills bhi lenge, towers bhi lenge. You add Darkseer to that list. Dark-X is just gonna, I mean, he's just hitting towers. He sees a Darkseer run at him. He kills him off.
Middle barracks are under attack.
मॉफलिंग के मॉफ्स आना भी शुरू हो जाने वाले हैं. The creeps moving further. So
GG has been called.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
goodness.
over. That is so
Come on,
quick.
I wanted to see those super creeps and the mega creeps. But yeah, prior to that, the GG being called, well played, I would say.
Yeah,
All
I
Team
mean,
Alpha understood. Huh.
yeah, it's Team Wolf coming out as the winner. It's Carl, Jukan, Dark-X, Icarus, and Rocker who are gonna proceed. I think Rocker is the substituted player. It was Liko who was playing, so that's all right. Rocker को भी थोड़ा credit मिलना चाहिए. And yeah,
जैसे ही मैं
Team Wolf is victorious.
Wow, man, look at the number. 25 against 5. Not even 21 minutes and the game being called. Good numbers on the board. एक तरफ Wind Ranger का contribution, दूसरी तरफ Morphling का contribution. Huge plays from Unlord. Combine that with the others. Itemization definitely played the part. Quick level ups. And जैसे ही आपने वो बोला था ना 7-1, वहीं से कहीं ना कहीं it became an indication over there.
Yeah, I
Huge.
don't know. I mean, I was just implying an old meme of
Old meme.
football, and it turns
So-
out to be a horrible. It turns out to be a horrible omen for Team Alpha because they never recover out of it.
अरे
So yeah, I mean, see, this was the problem in their draft, which was
हाँ.
Faceless Void was going to need some farm, and Darkseer, they had enough catch, they had enough disables. There was even global presence thanks to the Underlord and his Fiend's Gate. Morphling, sure, the illusion could have been turned around with the replica wall of Darkseer, and that's something that happens when Morphling is having good items. But वहां तक गेम जाने ही नहीं दिया टीम वुल्फ ने. उन्होंने वहीं पे
और
खत्म
मेरा-
कर दिया गेम. They didn't even go for the ages. I mean,
हाँ, जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ा.
there is utter domination being displayed in a game when you don't go for the ages. You just start walking over the heroes. Whoever you see, you just start killing them. They, you know, like zoned out the map slowly towards the dire ancient. Like धीरे धीरे वो जो रहता है ना, tier 1 towers गिर गए, तो वो मैप
हाँ.
धीरे धीरे tier 2 के तरफ सरक रहा है. It's like a specific zone where the recovery can come from Team Alpha, and that recovery was never given to them. So that's very well played by Team Wolf. It was executed superbly, I would say, and very clinically. They lost very few casualties. One time Underlord at the top lane, then another time in the jungle. But I don't remember Team Alpha getting a lot of kills, even with the Chronosphere potential or the combos. Something was completely off about this game. I think there was lack of damage, but yeah, that was just unfortunate. If you think about it from Team Alpha, it just feels sad and terrifying.
तो देखते हैं कि आगे maybe in the next set of tournaments or maybe in the nearby future they will try to correct any of those issues that they face. Let it be in the form of the itemization or be in the form of draft. और वहाँ
Every
से
defeat
सुधार.
is a pathway to improvement. वैसा सोच के चलना चाहिए.
Kind of a learning factor.
Right.
और जैसे हमने बोला था कि विंड रेंजर का एक फैक्टर था. I don't know how it came into my mind, and
Oh yeah,
that's also a
Were you
conclusion.
happy to see the facet of Wind Ranger, which was the whirlwind? So she just starts attacking random targets within an AoE, and she's able to activate Wind Run and then there is an insane physical damage burst. And Icarus obviously used his shackles and power shots really well. All of these are skill shot, and काफी अच्छा स्पेल यूसेज था. इवन अंडरलॉर्ड ने बहुत डिसेबल में हेल्प किया.
Yes.
Like I started to see the underlord like a shadow shaman who is tanky at a certain point, because he bought that rod of Atos, then he would throw his AoE route down on the ground, and that would just cause Faceless Void or else Darkseer to never be able to escape.
Agreed. See, if you land those abilities on time, on point, that's where it becomes a contributing factor, right? Let it be the Storm being deployed by Underlord, combine that with the Pit, then Wind Ranger walks in with those power shots, और उसके बाद हमने देखा था Shackles being deployed along with the Serpent Ward. दूसरी तरफ I was slightly off guarded when I saw the Chrono was done, but it was not as soon as it was warded and immediately उसको counter
थोड़ा
वहाँ पे कर दिया.
मिसकम्युनिकेशन हो गया ऐसे लगता है मुझे कि क्रोनो उन्होंने फेंका, and he probably wanted to try and kill a hero, but he got disrupted instantly by Shadow Demon, who felt
Disrupted, yeah.
मेरा टीममेट बहुत लो HP पे है तो मैं उसको disruption दे देता हूँ, and he must have clicked the disruption. Like this hero starts walking from that distance towards him, and then this guy just throws the chrono, and then that same exact thing happened. So
one wrong click and see what happens, because काफी सारे games में
yeah,
मैंने
it
देखा
ended
था
up
कि
looking pretty bad.
when Faceless Words has that good amount of farm, and those timed chronos creates
Right.
that entire chaos on the game. बहुत games में मैंने देखा था this particular factor happening. लेकिन चलता है. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first game. I hope you guys have enjoyed it a lot. So go ahead and
It was a pure storm. I mean, I personally wanted it to be a little close to 50-50, then that would be much enjoyable. But I think at the same time, the way Team WOF played, it starts to feel ki, now let's look forward to the fact that if somebody can stop WF, because if somebody does stop WF, then that means that यार ये टीम तो बहुत अच्छी खेलती है, and इसको कोई अगर रोक पाए तो that is even great show of Dota that we might get. So hopefully that is the case in the next game.
चलिए देखते हैं. फिलहाल के लिए Frozen Razor, let's take a short break here. Get prepared for the second game.
Yes.
Let's go for a break as of now. So guys, please go ahead and follow the socials, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to hit the bell. We will be back very, very shortly with the second game of the day.
How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around Game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this Game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters. How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters.
Just wish he knew. just wish he knew. Just wish he knew.
just wish he knew. Just wish he knew. just wish he knew. Just wish he knew.
Hello gamers and gamer fans, welcome back to Open Esports Student Games Indian qualifier that's going to happen at Russia and is held by ESFI. मैं हूँ कास्ट प्लांटर, मेरे साथ यहाँ पे जुड़े हैं मेरे co-caster Frozen Razor. So Frozen Razor, we have already witnessed one game and which went amazingly well. The draft kind of made and break the game. विंड रेंजर फैक्टर के बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे, फेसलेस वॉइड का एनालिसिस वहाँ पे ट्राई तो किया गया था लेकिन उनको तोड़ मरोड़ दिया गया. तो पहला गेम तो काफी एक्साइटिंग गया, देखते हैं सेकंड गेम कैसे होने वाला है.
Before we proceed into the second game, I wanted to ask you, like, who do you felt like was the MVP of that first game? Obviously, it was a player from Team Wolf, but who would you award it to? Like a bonus?
Hero favorism के तरफ से मैं बता रहा हूँ. Just keeping the heroes in mind, Morphling and Wind Ranger, mainly Wind Ranger.
Give it to Icarus on the Wind Ranger. Right. I think that's a fair one because his hero was a little bit of skill shot and
Hmm.
If you had asked me the same question,
Mm-hmm.
I would also give it to Icarus. I think there were a
Icarus,
couple
okay.
of shackle shots, there were a couple of power shots. For
I agree.
example, you know that mechanism save that Darkseer provided on Shadow Demon, and then the power shot just came from a blind spot and a slightly tree angle. So that kind of plays are something that I feel deserve collectively to have Icarus called as the MVP. But yeah,
Hmm.
let's talk about game 2. Game 2 was going to be between Team Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
whom we haven't watched yet play,
Mhm.
and it was between Team Alpha.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, I think there is an update on this situation. It's Team Alpha has forfeited this fixture. I
Mhm.
think, yeah, it's just the latest update on this. I mean, the moment you drop a single game in this
Hmm.
qualifier, you are
Hmm.
technically out of this tournament. So
Yes.
I feel the crushing defeat on Team Alpha just must have led them to feel this low that you feel, and you know, they must have felt, you know what, guys, we are already out of the tournament.
Hmm.
It's pointless to play. Instead of let's just try to play, and yeah, they gave the forfeit, and it's all down to Team Avengers who have gotten a free win.
Mhm.
And Team Hope versus Team Avengers was going to be the third game. That is what we will be jumping into. So yeah, Team Alpha is officially eliminated. We'll be running into Team Wolf and Team Avenger, and that's going to be game 3. That is going to be the decider who makes it to Russia from this Open Esports Student Games 2024 organized by ESFI. Right, Santa?
Yes, indeed. May the best go further and grab the best out of it. और ये जो फोरफिट करने का सिनारियो रहता है, कभी कभी मेरे को लगता है कि ट्राई करना चाहिए था. They should have given the best, though the first one did not exactly go the way they planned it out. Yet trying it out and learning something out of it would add on the factor. चलिए
I
जो भी है.
honestly feel it,
Mhm.
if there is no chance or there is nothing to lose, it just might be something like a technical difficulty as well. Oh, okay, guys, there was
Possible.
something I was, concerned with.
Mhm.
Like there might be some kind of internal dispute, or there might be that some other player felt, oh, okay, let's play the qualifier. Okay, guys, we didn't win. Guys, there is something important I wanted to attend to since we didn't win. Is it alright if we forfeit? That could be a mutual agreement. We just don't know what is the behind the team talks, but we just know
Agreed.
that yeah, so there are many factors, right? Could be positive, could be negative, could be completely neutral. So yeah, let's focus on Team Hope versus Team Avengers. Team Avenger we have not watched them play at all, but here we are jumping straight into the draft. Team Hope once again is going to be on the Radiant side. Team Avengers will be on the Dire side, and they have the last pick, so they got the
10
second pick
seconds remaining.
selection, I feel. And yeah, let's look
5
forward
seconds
to
remaining.
this
Dire team
draft
back.
now. Okay, Venomancer as the first one banned out by the captain, Icarus.
10 seconds remaining.
And Team Avengers seem to be taking their time
5
to
seconds
ban a
remaining.
hero. So slowly, Santa, you're getting the grasp of this facet and innate
team
ability
back.
patch update, right?
Slowly, steadily, yes, I do. An add-on factor for sure.
10
Venomancer,
seconds
I
remaining.
can understand the reason they banned it. A lot of poison mode
Radiant
attacks.
team back.
काफी बार वो Noxious Plague जब उनका unlock हो जाता है उसके बाद it becomes kind of troublesome
Yeah,
to
the
handle with.
slows
seconds,
and
red
the
team
fact that
back.
Venomancer starts disabling blink daggers, and there
Hmm.
are many things, right? Even
True.
the innate
10
ability,
seconds
which is
remaining.
skeptic shock, so
Dire
that
team
causes
back.
you to take bonus damage based on the debuffs from Venomancer, so that's there.
Hmm.
We were being banned out by Avengers. Rubik
10
and Tinker.
seconds remaining.
See, this Tinker ban is, I mean, pretty standard. The support Tinker.
5 seconds
That you just
remaining.
have a free TP, you just continue to give your teammates a status resistance,
Radiant
the
team
Holy
ban.
Locket, the Guardian Greaves, and the cooldown reduction innate ability. So,
Uh-huh.
I like this ban, and I do like the
10
Sand King
seconds
ban,
remaining.
followed up by Avengers.
Monkey.
Yeah, and Monkey
5
King ban
seconds
from
remaining.
Team WOF. I see it as a respect ban against MNZ because
Radiant
MNZ
team
is an amazing Monkey King player, let alone an
Dire
amazing
team
carry
pick.
player.
Mhm.
And first pick of the
Marcy.
of the game 3 is going to be Marcy after the Hoodwink ban once again. There are two similar bans coming from Avengers,
Mhm.
which are
10
part of the
seconds
same
remaining.
ban procedure. One is the Tinker,
5
the other
seconds
one is from
remaining.
Wolf, which is Venomancer. Even Hoodwink was a same ban from Team Wolf. So as we proceed in this draft, I mean, Santa, you realize there are some heroes that a specific team really doesn't want to deal against, and there are some heroes they are okay with. कि हाँ भाई ये हीरो ले लो चलेगा, ये हीरो के
हाँ।
अगेंस्ट नहीं खेलना है.
देखिए ये माइंडसेट पे आ जाता है एट द सेम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम द
10
होमवर्क
seconds
व्हिच यू डू
remaining.
अगेंस्ट योर अपोनेंट्स. अगर आपने प्रॉपर्ली रीड कर लिया
5
अपने
seconds
अपोनेंट्स को
remaining.
तो वहां पे ऐसे कुछ बैन्स देखने के लिए मिलेंगे कि
या
दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर
ऑल्सो
प्लेस.
मतलब एक रहता है कि आप थोड़ा बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन ऑलरेडी है आपके पास, और
ओके.
एक रहता है कि आप जैसा टूर्नामेंट नहीं तो मैचेस प्रोसीड हो रहे, यू आर not the first team which is playing, so you are just observing their game live or something like that. And while you are watching it live, you are breaking their draft or breaking their strategy down in real time. So that is a great skill to have, especially when it's not a BO1. I know this is a BO1, but जब BO3s और BO5s होते हैं ना Dota 2 में, तब game 1 can be a test or a dry run for these drafts and
Radiant
executions,
team
and
back.
then
Warm up.
game 2, game 3, game 4 सबसे दिलचस्प होते हैं ऐसे टाइम में. Anyway, back to the draft. Keeper of the Light लिया है Avengers ने.
द गाय ऑन द हार्ट हॉर्स. ये इनके एक अटैक मेरे को बहुत बढ़िया लगता है,
10
द चक्रा
seconds
मैजिक
remaining.
Yeah, the
पर्टिकुलरली.
Chakra Magic spell is
5
quite
seconds
insane. I
remaining.
mean, free mana for you, free mana for me, free mana for everybody on Team Avengers, pretty much. And PA has been banned out. Another strong physical damage carry being banned out
Yeah.
by Team Wolf. I mean, I honestly like this PA ban because there is this specific facet, methodical. PA, you used to need to skill up blur. That's when you can get the evasion. Guess what?
Yeah.
Innate ability and facet ability wala
Dire
patch aa
team
gaya,
back.
and after that PA does not require to skill up blur that early because by default 25% तक evasion है वो innate ability का.
Okay.
So that is like draft changing and game changing to some degree. And the next ban
10
is Primal
seconds
Beast.
remaining.
Primal Beast, sorry. Yeah.
Dire
Yeah,
team
Primal
back.
Beast है from Team Wolf. I mean, Primal Beast, I'm not surprised to see this hero get banned. He has a BKB disable. बहुत difficult
Radiant
रहता है deal
team
करने को उसको unless you get a root. SF ban coming from Avengers. That is justified. We have seen how strong SF is even after the nerfs on that hero. Jakiro being picked up by Avengers. The standard dragon support
10 seconds
that I
remaining.
think you like to see use his spells correctly. But हाँ,
Yes.
एक चीज है इस
seconds
ड्राफ्ट में
remaining.
मैं एक चीज देख सकता हूँ already for Avengers. They have great magical damage and that is from a great casting range. That is Jakiro and KOTL, Keeper of the
Yes.
Light, both.
Yes. Kind of an off the draft question for you. मैंने बहुत बार पहले दिनों में मैंने देखा था कि जो ब्रूड मदर का एक कॉम्बो लेके आते थे. इसके बारे में और भी मैं पूछूंगा. अंडरलॉर्ड, ओके, जकीरो और अंडरलॉर्ड पहले गेम से काइंड ऑफ लाइक सिमिलर चल रहा है. ओके गोइंग बैक ब्रूड मदर का एक आ रहा था आजकल मैं नहीं देख पा रहा हूँ ब्रूड मदर को इज इट solely because of the meta or is there any other reason
Yeah,
like player
the
mindset
hero got
etc.
nerfed in the specific patch,
5
and the
seconds remaining.
brood mother counters were already strong. See,
हम्म
Santa हुआ क्या मालूम है क्या? Brood
बोलिए
mother was very strong,
हम्म
and her counters weren't that strong. What happened
Hmm.
is Brood mother got nerfed,
हम्म
but her counters
Dire
did
team
not
pick.
absolutely get nerfed the same way she did.
oh
So you see this hero underlord
hmm.
that causes brood mother to not be able to free path and run into heroes or run away from heroes.
Okay.
Shadow shaman ye jo pick hai, I mean see shadow
10
shaman is not
seconds
that strong,
remaining.
Hmm.
but there are certain other heroes which brood mother needs to
5
deal with,
seconds
right?
remaining.
Jakiro
Hmm.
is a meta pick, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dire team
underlord, Jakiro, there's offlane heroes like
अच्छा
primal beast जो कि
हम्म
ban में है, sand king
हम्म
जो कि ban में है.
हम्म
So all these heroes cause brood mother to not have an easy game,
got it
and that's one of the reasons why. But
10
let's talk a little
seconds
bit about
remaining.
these picks. Very similar picks coming from Team Wolf, especially only
5
the
seconds
modification being
remaining.
Marcy instead of the Weaver, I think, which was banned already. तो अच्छा है, मतलब बैन के प्रिपरेशन में थे, उन्होंने मार्सी पिक करने में ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगाया.
हाँ हाँ
एंड स्पेक्टर पिक किया है अवेंजर्स ने. दे ऑलरेडी सी हाउ दिस शैडो शमन might be a target or
हम्म
a hunting food for the hunter specter.
ओह
That's how they see it. Yeah, I mean shadow shaman जब shackle नहीं तो hex फेंकता है ना, तो स्पेक्टर को एक फ्री जंप मिल जाता है. शैडो शमन यहाँ पे है, सो उस पोजीशन पे जंप करने वाले जो कैरीज है such as PA which is banned or MK anti-mage, Spectre is actually one of the better jumping targets, and you follow that with some kind of ice path or something, this shadow shaman can be dealt with easily. Fortunately Wolf still do have the underlord, but I think Avengers के ड्राफ्ट में KOTL मिड हो सकता है अब. This is not something we can be sure about. Their KOTL, just like Team Wolf's Marcy, is a flexibility pick. Marcy can be a position 3 offlane, or else sometimes a position 4,
Radiant
even a
team
5.
pick.
But with the underlord pickup, that is very much justified कि Marcy now can either be a mid or else a position 4 or 5.
Gotcha. So Centaur Warrunner. Okay, now so far looking at the combos they made
10
with
seconds
these four,
remaining back.
और दूसरी तरफ Arsa. I get scared
Yeah,
a
I'm
little bit
surprised
with
to
this being
see
4.
this hero not get banned out, but at the same time, I think Team Avengers has ways to deal with the Ursa, which is Runaway from
10
Centaur ult,
seconds remaining.
Jakiro and KOTL can
Dire team
bother
back.
this bear from a safe distance.
Hmm.
Spectre is not going to show up until Ursa's position is revealed, and there can be a huge problem in the lane for Team Wolf, which is KOTL and Centaur.
10
I
seconds
mean,
remaining.
you know, Chakra Magic is not just free mana, it's also
Hmm.
cooldown
Dire team
reduction
back.
to a degree.
Hmm.
It causes the ally to have their ability, which is on cooldown, reduce its cooldown by 5 or 6
Radiant
seconds, something
team
like that. तो सोचो
Okay.
एक सेंटोर टर्न करता है, डबल एच फेंकता है, इंस्टेंटली एक डबल एच फेंकने का माना आ जाता है.
Ooh.
That can cause Ursa, which is the counter of Centaur, have an unusual problem in the lane, because
10 seconds remaining.
your Shadow Shaman holding on to the
5
shackle
seconds
or to
remaining.
the hex on the Centaur is not enough. There can be a Jakiro, there can be a KOTL with the Centaur. So Avengers का draft थोड़ा सा extra flexible लग रहा है मुझे already. They can swap out lanes and everything. Team Wolf cannot do that.
Nice. Hmm.
Let's proceed with the bans. I'll explain you the bans a little. There is a Puck ban
ban.
coming after Primal Beast ban, and there is a Tusk ban coming from Team Wolf, which is potentially becoming a good position 3 or mid pick lately in the current patch, whereas
10 seconds
Team Avengers have
remaining.
banned Void Spirit. I mean, that's fair enough. They have nothing against a
5
Void Spirit
seconds
who
remaining.
might have a good game.
Hmm.
But Ember Spirit and Storm
Team.
Spirit are still open. And Pangolier has been banned out by Avengers, who realize कि just like Void Spirit, Pangolier भी थोड़ा ऐसा evasive रहता है. But to deal with Pangolier, they have just 2 stuns, which is Ice Path and Hoofstorm. So वो address
10
करते हुए
seconds
उन्होंने
remaining.
Void Spirit और Pango को ban किया. And Team Wolf ने Queen of Pain
5
pick किया.
seconds
I
remaining.
honestly think Team Wolf could have picked up Ember Spirit, is what I personally feel in this
Ember
draft.
Spirit. Okay.
Because Queen of Pain doesn't exactly stop Centaur Warrunner का जब ult use होता है और Spectre जब आप पकड़ते हो. And Puck ban Team Wolf ने खुद से किया था, which is the counter to the Centaur running away or anybody fast running away. KOTL, for example, has high movement speed.
Not even with the Sonic Wave.
No. Sonic Wave is just a
Now
knockback.
select your heroes.
But
Okay.
Ember Spirit is something that Avengers snatch instead. Okay, and
Great choice.
I mean, इन्होंने 2 ऐसे heroes ban किए which could have been a problem for them, Avengers that is, and then they proceed to pick a hero which could have been a problem for them themselves after seeing the Queen of Pain pick. But we'll see about this. We'll see about it with the draft breaking down. Once again, let's introduce our players, Santa.
हम्म। तो एक तरफ आपको कॉम्बो देखने के लिए मिल रहा है मार्सी, अंडरलॉर्ड, शैडो शमन, अर्सा अलॉन्ग विद क्वीन ऑफ पेन, और दूसरे तरफ कीपर ऑफ लाइट, केओडीएल, जकीरो, स्पेक्टर, सेंटर वॉरनर अलॉन्ग विद एम्बर स्पिरिट. So let's see if this sets would either make or break over the game.
Yeah, we earlier saw Team Wolf completely dominate, but now it's time to see if Avengers are going to, step up to Team Wolf's game, which is क्या Team Wolf जैसे Avengers stomp करने के capability वाली team है, या is there going to be the repetition of the same story from Game 1? Because Game 2 didn't happen. Once again, repeating this information for our viewers, which is Game 2 did not happen because a forfeit was provided by Team Alpha to Team Avengers. And so this is Game 3. This is the decider game. Smoke of Deceit ले चुके हैं Team Avengers. And I'll just quickly mention this. Ember Spirit is being played by Abhi. Centaur Warrunner is being played by 69. MNZ is on the Spectre. Pegasus on the Jakiro. Pampu on the KOTL. And that's the Team Dire Avengers. Oh, smoke break ho chuka hai, but they couldn't find anybody. And Team Wolf is the Radiant team. Icarus on the Queen of Pain. Dark X on the Ursa, which is probably their position 1 carry. यार मैं probably क्या बोल रहा हूँ, वही है मतलब. Karl is Shadow Shaman. He has decided to play the Disabler this time instead of the Weaver position 4, I think. Jukan is the same hero
30
from the Game
seconds
1,
to
which is
battle.
Underlord. And Liko is going to play the Marcy.
मैं काइंड ऑफ देखना चाहता हूँ पंपू का प्ले. इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग एंड इफ आई रिमेम्बर द नेम एंड द प्लेयर करेक्टली फ्रॉम द प्रायर टूर्नामेंट्स, मैं आई
Yeah,
कैन
this guy is
रिलेट अ
one of the
लिटिल बिट.
consistent players of tournaments. मतलब ये बहुत tournaments खेलता है.
Okay.
And बहुत
The battle
tournaments
begins.
में इस player ने
Contribution.
above fourth position जो रहता है ना, fourth नहीं तो third position, उसके ऊपर finish किया है. Apart from the other tournaments going on in India. But look at this. This is
One
Pegasus.
bounty rune for Radiance, 2 for the
There is no
Dias.
creep wave yet in the lane. So Pegasus is just taking advantage of the fact that, oh, you know what, I can run into Ursa, throw some spells at him, harass him a little bit, and then walk back into my lane with the Twin Gate Porter. And see, he's gonna be the position 5. So Abi is the Ember Spirit, Queen of Pain being played by Icarus. That's the mid matchup. A lot of damage being taken by both the mid heroes. एक Sleight of Fist फेंक रहा है, एक Stream of Pain फेंक रहा है. Oh, interesting. The deny came in from Ember Spirit.
Early part of the game and already level 2. Okay, while the game picks up the pace, I quickly want to thank our partners, Hama, our training partner, Inox, our multiplex partner, FitGMR, our coaching partner, Artsmith, our communications partner, Mandeha, our sports psychology partner, and thank you so much to Let's Game, now our event partner, for enabling this to go further. तो मैच फिलहाल के लिए एक रूप ले लेते हुए दोनों तरफ से प्रयास अच्छा खासा जारी, लीड लेने का जरिया निकाला जा रहा है नेटवर्क पे धीरे धीरे पकड़ और इमीडिएटली एक फर्स्ट ब्लड आ जाते हुए
I mean,
क्वीन ऑफ पेन.
yeah, we saw Ember Spirit को Queen of Pain ने थोड़ा बहुत zone out कर दिया था low HP पर, but Ember Spirit, the trick is, you know, this hero is something that is played like a big bait. ये जो Sleight of Fist मारता है वो physical damage रहता है, and that's when he becomes invulnerable. It's like Omni Slash from Juggernaut, but थोड़ा सा low cooldown and थोड़ा सा कम damage, and obviously less duration. But at the same time, being able to get a solo kill this early can be problematic for Queen of Pain, because Ember Spirit might have his bottle fetched and he might start to control the runes, and both the mid heroes in this picture of Team Hope versus Team Avenger, they rely on the power runes quite a lot. Wow, look at this. Underlord once again with the Firestorm, kind of zoning Jakiro and Spectre, but I think the sustain is really solid going much later into the game because of the dispersion skill build. I mean, the dispersion ability point जो लिया है Spectre ने, वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा टैंक कर पाते हैं, डैमेज सोक करने के लिए अच्छा स्पेल है ये, rather passive ability.
Devouring going on, and I see Queen of Pain gathering those water runes, bottling them particularly. Understood the factor that getting out easily so far. 3 minutes into the game. Ember Spirit
3 minutes. There is a little bit of contest on the Jakiro for the Lotus. I do feel Pegasus is in some trouble, but there is body block being thrown out by MNZ. That's helping Pegasus tank a little bit more, and I think he is not gonna die just yet. Jukan was trying his best to land a few more right clicks with his big blade that Underlord is holding, but I mean, that was enough. Liko is currently getting some bounces on the Marcy. He's having low HP and low mana, no regen items as well. सिर्फ एक magic wand है इनके पास. Mangoes नहीं है, tangos नहीं है, तो थोड़ा lane में problem आ सकता है. और ये जो lotus था, healing lotus, वो Pegasus ने चुरा लिया. So he can start to bait really well. You know, you can be low HP and have those fairy fires and lotus coming into play to show that you are vulnerable but you are actually not, and then it leads to a kill. KOTL and Centaur Warrunner lane run कर रहे हैं Team Avengers नीचे की तरफ. And yeah, this is the part where Ursa has problems. The spams from KOTL.
Ursa एक तरफ I see only Ursa is leading the network chart from the Radiance as well as ये दो Spectre के साथ Ember. Good amount of farm continued. Not a huge amount of network difference as of now into the game.
Yeah, this is actually only the 4th and 5th minute, right? तो जैसे जैसे गेम आगे बढ़ता है ना, heroes के levels बढ़ते हैं, respawn timer बढ़ जाता है, तो network starts to become much more of a significant difference maker. I think after 10-minute mark, especially collectively, when you're losing all the 3 lanes, it becomes very difficult to get back into the game. But fortunately, this is going fairly even in all the lanes. I would only say Queen of Pain is losing the lane to Ember Spirit significantly right now. but that can be recovered with the 6-minute power rune. Oh, hold on, the hook storm being thrown out. The Chakra magic was given. Centaur might be in trouble. Yeah, they get the return kill. After Centaur dies, Ursa has fallen. So, Bambu ने मतलब अच्छा काम किया है. Centaur मरने वाला है तो कम से कम सामने वाले carry को तो मार लिया. So both the supports slightly winning from Team Wolf and Team Avenger, but all in all I would say Team Wolf को थोड़ा सा advantage ज़्यादा मिला है. Root पे गया है नीचे. There is a dispose coming out from Marcy. Pegasus and MNZ have been zoned out thanks to the Pit of Malice. But they will get the healing Lotus. And now Jukan is slightly in trouble. He did kill the courier of MNZ. That's bonus gold. But is there going to be a rotation? Okay, Queen of Pain is going to finish off. It's hero. Pegasus is dead. MNZ is actually fine, it seems. The TP is a successful one. Look at that.
टाइम पे पहुंच गया है, वरना तो ऑलमोस्ट वहां पे एक और किल होने ही वाला था. 3-3 on the board so far. Kind of like equal set of attacks from both the ends.
It was a good attempt at the rotation, but I think जो Icarus का जो मतलब Sonic Wave use, I mean he doesn't have Sonic Wave I think yet. Skilled up. He's not level 6 maybe. But what I see here is he rotated, he got the Jakiro kill. But they could have killed the Spectre, which would have been really big. Especially for the fact that Icarus was losing his lane to Abi. So to me it feels like a rotation that didn't work out much well, and Ember Spirit might be a bigger problem later than he is now. I mean, he is a bigger problem now. He's level 7. Sight of Fist maxed out. Wisdom Rune जो है वो Icarus ने ले लिया है. I think he really needs that level 6. There we go. He has his ult unlocked. Shadow Shaman is gonna get punished for trying to steal the Wisdom Rune. I mean, that is really well done. Shadow Shaman ने Wisdom Rune उठा लिया. XP free में ले लिया. But after gaining that XP, he has died. So you could say they gave that kill to the Centaur, I think. I'm not sure. But
AOTL.
Okay, so Bambu is extending the game. Hold on, there is a play being done on here on the bear. There we go. Jakiro, Centaur, they combine their spells and they just throw Ursa into the respawn timer. That's double edge maxed out coming from the Centaur, offlaner of Team Avenger. Sentry ward deward कर चुके हैं. Why did? I mean, that's Pegasus.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So,
attack.
Amazingly
69.
executed.
Yeah, 69 and Pegasus combine their spells and take it out on the enemy carry. Shield rune मिल चुका है हाँ Ember Spirit को. So he's going to be very tanky. Already that hero is very difficult to deal with. But
Radiant's
क्या
bottom
मालूम?
tower is under attack.
अब शील्ड रून मिलने के बाद शायद कोई एग्रेसिव प्ले आ जाए फ्रॉम अभी.
देखते हैं. फिलहाल के लिए तो गेम एक मोमेंट पे आते हुए, और
You might say there is
kind of-
slight lead towards Team Avenger at this point. Only a slight though.
Dire's top tower.
but it can
Although
be
the
turned.
mid lane is getting just dumpstered from Team Avenger. I mean, Abi has an insane lead if you compare it to Icarus. So yeah, Jakiro is gonna throw the ice path. Ursa is gonna try to walk in. Shield rune activated. Marcy is gonna throw the dispose. Power play is activated. Great screen of pain. Might be the Centaur dying. Marcy has already taken the toll. So has Shadow Shaman. Both the support for Team Wolf are dead. They lack disables at this point, but Underlord has arrived as a support. As the cavalry is gonna try to disable that, but they just call off the skirmish. Team Avengers का Centaur मिल गया है. That's enough to save Team Wolf. They just retreat. They respect the fact that their opponents are having lead. Let's not overextend and try to lose more lives.
So with Underlord leveling up as early as possible, would that change the game right along with Queen of Pain?
I think Underlord and Queen of Pain should try and play together, because that is when Queen of Pain will have some extra protection. But you know, I've already mentioned this during draft कि टीम अवेंजर्स के जो सपोर्ट्स है वो बहुत दूर से स्पेल्स फेंकते हैं, so that there is a chance that still Avengers might be able to deal with that. Hold on, Shackle and the Fury swipes connecting. They are stacking up slowly and steadily, but the Centaur, he is all right. Windlace and face boots will save the day. This guy is playing on a different facet altogether, and something I like to watch. Oh, this is bad. Icarus died. It keeps getting worse for the mid laner of
Radiant's
the
middle
Wolf.
tower is under attack.
तो सेंटोर के ऊपर वहाँ पे कंसंट्रेशन है और यहाँ मार्सी एंड क्वीन ऑफ
हाँ,
पेन
but
को लूज
Centaur
करना
को
पड़ा.
मार नहीं पाए, and at the same time Marcy and Queen of Pain is dead, so the gap is extending slowly and
Radiant's middle
steadily.
tower is under
You
attack.
know what? I felt as if Avengers kind of are going for a mind play against WO. और एक और यहाँ पे attack.
Oh, that's good. Hold
Uh-huh.
on. There is Underlord kill, which is being traded out by the MNZ kill, but Ember Spirit is also dead. Carl has arrived to join and help Icarus. Icarus को finally थोड़ी सी
Radiant's
recovery
middle
मिल चुकी है,
tower is under
जो
attack.
बहुत necessary थी. I think there was less
Dire's top
support
tower is
available
under
from
attack.
Team Avengers at the top lane because Centaur was in trouble. So that's why Pompu decided to stick and help with him. And that is when Team Wolf kind of capitalized and made the move. They used the Sonic Wave to finish off MNZ, and they also called in Carl on the Shadow Summon to help out on the Ember Spirit kill. So Abhi जो सबसे आगे है, Abhi, I mean the player Abhi, and yeah, so
Good one by the way.
yeah, तो ये जो सबसे आगे है Ember Spirit Abhi, इनको kill करना important था. Got a good
Yep.
chunk of gold and XP there. That's really
Even
well done.
Centaur went down.
7-11. Team Wolf is kind of showing signs of recovery, but the rune is gonna be won once again by Abhi, and he continues to make his way. I mean, to make his way to stay on top. Oh, he's gonna TP without killing that range creep. That's a long one. I think he's trying to join a fight. Icarus is in trouble. One slide of this might do it. The double damage on Ember Spirit along with the KOTL, that's could be problem. कितना damage deal कर चुके हैं Ember Spirit, that is just insane. Oh, a timely escape coming from Icarus. He blinks out, but Centaur ult use करेंगे and Sleight of Fist. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Did you see the impact of that double damage?
I did. Yes, yes.
And the KOTL Chakra magic. Abhi uses his Sleight of Fist with a double damage, and there is continuous Chakra magic being thrown towards the Ember Spirit from Pampu. That is just brutality. I mean, there is just unlimited supply of
Radiant's
mana,
bottom tower
damage,
is under attack.
and disable, because even Searing Chains भी एक factor रहता है.
Dire's middle
हाँ.
tower
Non-ultimate
is under
abilities
attack.
refresh होते जाते हैं. Not refresh, but cooldown कम होता है. Problems for Marcy, the Mage Slayer and the Blightstone are gonna do it. Abhi killing spree.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
also
my
want
goodness,
to
man.
take time and appreciate 69 using the Centaur ult just for the low HP Queen of Pain
Radiant's
kill,
bottom
because that was
tower is
crucial. You usually think that, oh, maybe I can make more impact with it, but you know the Queen of Pain is already having a bad game and you still continue to
Yep,
shut it
yep.
down. That's sign of aggression coming from the Team Avengers. Another rotation, Mage Slayer completed.
Dire's middle
Shackle,
tower is under
and there is some disable being thrown out, but now Abhi is going to change targets. Centaur, he's still alive. How is he still alive at that HP? Team Avengers are going to surround the Underlord. Double edge. Oh my goodness. 1 HP पे बच चुके हैं Centaur. बहुत risky play, but I guess it was calculated risk.
Yes. Pampu as well moving in on time whenever called, whenever needed. Even prior to that, I would say.
Yeah, his positioning is a piece of,
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
would
attack.
say, a piece of gameplay that you would want
Radiant's middle tower
to
has
yourself.
fallen.
कि इतने अच्छे पोजीशन पे खेल पा रहे हैं, सब स्पेल्स लैंड करके कैच आउट नहीं हो रहे, as well as हेल्प कर रहे हैं.
Well timed TP, I would say, but still might lose.
Okay, the root
Oh,
connects,
man.
but the ice path is going to stop. The shackle is going to cause Abi to. That was overconfident, I feel, from the Ember Spirit, because he had a chance to remnant back, but he tried to play on his toes and his limits. Arsa is going to punish the Team Avengers with a double kill. Pegasus gets taken down. That was a great shackle by
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman, which enabled the Arsa to get that kill.
Dire's top tower
11-18 on the board.
I mean,
Well,
वो
the-
सबसे strong hero था map पे,
Dire's top
हाँ.
उसको
tower
और उसके
has fallen.
support को मार पाए.
Mm-hmm.
When Team Avengers decided to commit to take this tier 1 tower. Oh, hold on.
Alright.
A rotation. Underlord trying to chase the Spectre. Wow, that is good. He even brought the Icarus with him. Queen of Pain. Oh, Shackle just when the Centaur ult connects. Wow. How is Team Wolf, making these calls and these plays? I mean, that's beautiful. Just a moment ago, they won a fight at top, but now overextension gets punished from the Ember Spirit. Respawn हो चुके हैं अभी.
Also, I saw Queen of Pain acquiring the Kaya for mana regeneration spell lifesteal.
Yeah, and they wanted to pull off a play, which they did. They killed the Spectre with the Arcane Rune, which was activated. So,
Okay.
जो coordination था between Underlord and Queen of Pain, it was good. But the important thing is to keep up that same amount of pressure. Jukan came in and revealed the Rod of Haters. Hold on, there is an ice path being thrown out. I think Icarus is dead. Yeah, he is. I'm sorry, I missed this kill. I did not see the position of Icarus or Team Avengers on this one. क्या हुआ exactly?
Queen of Pain getting punished heavily, man. Back to back.
From distance, right? Because I see the
Oh, yes.
ice path and the sleight of fist and searing change is also a safe distance to land a spell disable from.
ऐसा लग रहा है कि चांस पकड़े जाते
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah,
might
it's a
be
game of
saying it.
catch. It's a game of catch at this point for both the teams.
Alright, game as well throwing those neutral items into play. Vampire Fangs, Lance of Pursuit. मैं देखना चाहता हूँ गेम टिल द पॉइंट वेयर इट गोस फॉर द टीयर 4 टीयर 5 काफी दिनों से एक्चुअली देखा वो
लंबे
है नहीं
games
है
काश नहीं है क्या? बहुत दिनों से आपने. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see. This is the final game as
Yeah.
well. So something like that happening in the final game might be interesting to see. 6k lead for Team Avengers. This just might be the game of this type of test, where it leads to a very good defense and a very good offense. Just पूरा 50-50 stalemate position में पहुंच जाना, तो वो हो सकता है. And I also see. Yeah, I also see Centaur not going for the return damage spell build. So that is an interesting one. I mean, he's gone all in on the hoof stomp and double edge, along with the movement speed, which he is getting from the boots of speed. पहले का जो facet था ना वो nerf हो चुका है. So he has gone for counter strike. Yeah, that is the name of the facet on Centaur.
काइंड ऑफ एन फिलहाल के लिए तो फार्म कंटिन्यू हो रहा है तो
Hold on, this could be bad for Shadow Shaman. And Marcy is dead.
caught completely off guard.
There is a slow being thrown on due to the solar bind, so Underlord is kinda alright. And he's not a threat just yet for Team Avengers, but Pain. He's down to half HP. He would not like to stay here. Underlord has been rooted. Solar bind dekha hai. Ice path. It's not gonna latch. I think there is just a couple of spells being thrown at each other to try and force a movement, but nobody's going to hard commit on anything.
Interesting so far. 20 minutes
Radiant's
into the
middle
play.
tower is under attack.
और
Yeah, very true.
मेरे को
But the lead,
KOTL हर जगह पे दिख रहा है.
yeah, high movement speed hero.
Offering
मैंने कहा
every-
था आपको
yeah.
कि ये hero बहुत जगहों पे present है. Centaur ult has been used. I think there is a play being pulled off here. Ursa is being jumped by Spectral ultimate. He is dead. The orchid reveal coming from Pampu. That's very strong.
मैं सोच रहा था कि आरसा who got so much farm and got so much leveled up so far.
I need to see
How
who
come-
had the
yeah.
silence. I'm not sure. KOTL के पास ही होगा, I expect, but I really need to see. I just saw the Ursa getting silence, and there is no silence ability in this game on Team Avengers. It has to be Pampu with the Orchid. He has decent amount of net worth, as much as the
Radiant's
Underlord,
top tower has fallen.
as a position 4.
So this facets.
Oh, it's the Spectre. Never mind. Orchid on Spectre.
Orchid on Spectre. Also, the tower going on, they attempted for that earlier. Illusion drones
Oh,
as well.
hold
but
on,
yes.
Underlord is in trouble, but a very good Hex that dispels Jukan into safety. Jump being made on the Shadow Shaman by MSV. Scream of pain, that's gonna latch. Ember Spirit is dead. Abi has been punished for overextending, but Icarus is in trouble. Ursa को time में Ice Path फेंक के रोक चुका है, and now Pampu is turning towards the bear. The supports are trying to kite, but the jump comes in from the angry bear with a blink in. He's just gonna zap down the Ember Spirit, who was I mean not the Ember Spirit, the supports, KOTL and Rakiro. That's a triple kill for the Ursa. They
And the
have
team
taken
wipe-
their revenge successfully for killing their mid, Icarus that is. Wow, that was really well done. And they instantly walk into the Roche pit. With the Marcy, lifesteal and sidekick, they're gonna deal heavy damage. I honestly want to say, even though Ursa got a lot of cleaning done in this fight, I think Karl, Yuzkan and Likoka positioning helped out. Initially, it felt like Ursa was not going to get a good fight off when he got caught in the spells of KOTL and Jakiro. But then suddenly you realize the supports are still alive, and the cores on Team Avengers, one of them died. They instantly turn it around.
Ursa picking up Aegis, BKB purchased. It looks as if this is going to start the factor that's need to be done from WOF. कुछ तगड़े attacks अभी देखने के लिए मिल सकते हैं. Have to see how exactly they are going to initiate it.
Yeah, I realized that
Kinetics.
Pampu is trying to go for Scepter, but I think that's a good way to keep the Ursa, Underlord, Queen of Pain, everybody in control. But at the same time, I do feel that, I mean, the Will-O-Wisp is something that Team Wolf can definitely deal with.
Okay.
Not when they are caught out, but Ursa overpower, Marcy with the unleash hits, it can be dealt with. I think Orchid could have been a better item, I'm not sure. But I do like the 4-staff that he has picked up. That's like a very important item to keep distance from Ursa and help with the safety of the root or the disables.
Picking up those bounty runes. What more itemization is needed at this one, other than the scepter?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
For KOTL,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to see him build into a Yule Scepter after the Scepter, if possible. Because yeah, that's definitely one way to deal with the Ursa or else the Shadow Shaman. You know, you can even set it up like a
Dire's middle tower is under
catch,
attack.
because yeah, even though Avengers don't lack any kind of catch, the extra Yule Scepter can definitely help against Enrage, as long as Ursa doesn't have BKB, which he doesn't have it yet. Okay, hold on, that caught. The fight breaks out. Pampu gets caught out. Icarus is gonna lash out those right clicks, and it's gonna be Ursa taking the kill. Dark X. He is now
Completely
leading
got
the
X.
charts of network.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
14,000 alone by
Radiant's
Ursa.
bottom tower
5k
is under
difference
attack.
between the teams. Towers
That's
being
true,
targeted.
and I'm also kinda
Dire's middle
concerned
tower
right
is
now
under
for
attack.
Team Avengers because
Dire's structures
their Ember
are
Spirit was having a
fortified.
great game, but now he has Mage Slayer, a Maelstrom. At this point, I do feel like he might need a BKB because the disables from Shadow
Radiant's bottom
Shaman
tower is
or
under
the
attack.
root can be dangerous. I know Gleipnir is the standard item build for Ember Spirit, but you really need to play defensive, and a good defense can sometimes turn out to be a great offense. That is how it works for Ember. and yeah, BKB complete. There we go. I think he's much more sustainable now in team fights.
So it could be the Ursa factor in this game that can lead it further towards a victory.
Yeah, that's true.
Dire's top tower.
Okay, hold on. They are
Almost.
spoke now. Team Avengers. They might be heading towards top lane. That's where they see the opponents. And Team Wolf, they absolutely have no idea. There is the position of Marcy, which is already found out with the Remnant in and the steering change. Good Sonic Wave is gonna latch onto, but BKB activated by the Ever Spirit. Marcy gets taken down. No chance to unleash. Glimmer Cape has been used, and Centaur ult is gonna allow the Ursa to be kited. Spectre is alright for the time being, but he's gonna blink in after the 4-star has been given out by Pampu. MNZ, no chance here, but who's cleaning up in this team fight is gonna be the Ember Spirit. Abi, Roshan, Aegis has been taken down. Pegasus is now happy to drop down the Macro Fire and Ice Path, but the BKB activated, and then there is a return kill that Ursa is trying to take. Oh, he's gonna die in the last second before the TP connected. A dying Centaur turns out to be the factor that causes Ursa to die. Oh,
Wow,
crazy
correct.
fight. So in short, Team Avengers
Radiant's
took
middle tower
a really
is under
good
attack.
fight with an Aegis Team Wolf, and they came on top victorious in that team fight. They'll start pushing mid.
Also KOTL about to respawn along with Spectre. तो कुछ से towers यहाँ पे down होते हुए आपको नजर आएगा. Meanwhile, gathering some more, continuing the farm.
Yeah, this
इसके
pipe pickup
साथ
from this Centaur,
हाँ
the blade mail and the pipe. So I think he's gonna reduce significant amount of magical damage coming from the Queen of Pain and the Underlord, and then he has the blade mail to try and, you know, deal the damage back towards Marcy, potentially Queen of Pain, even if possible Ursa. So that way he's, in a pseudo way, you could say he is forcing the Ursa to activate his BKB. And lastly, his ult just allows him to run away. So Centaur really needs to be the target that is rooted apart from Ember Spirit. There is a lot of things that Team Wolf need to get out correctly in the next team fights, because you know the Ember Spirit revealing his BKB just turned out to be a disaster for Team Wolf. I mean, you can see it on the net worth. 3 heroes from Team Avengers are leading the chart. Queen of Pain has recovered, Underlord has recovered, but slowly and steadily Team Avengers are just kiting them around, taking these long extended fights which allow Ember Spirit and Spectre to thrive.
KOTL के पास दोनों Scepter भी आ गया, Shard भी आ गया. So I believe Spirit Form and Will-O-Wisp both are available.
That's true.
That definitely should be
They
an
tried to go
add-on
for a
factor.
smoke of deceit play with that Arcane Rune active on Ember Spirit, but they don't find anybody.
Radiant are
That's really well done by Team Wolf to be on the other side of the map. But at the same time, they are not out farming them or taking any chance to pressurize them. They were just, in fact, I think around the Wisdom Rune spot. Tormentor, it's available for the taking. I'm not sure if they are gonna do that.
This name is confusing me a lot, man. Got stuck by Love and Thunder, and I was wondering how come Love affect into the game in
Radiant's
Dota.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Time and
maybe
again.
it's his love to soak up the damage. Okay, hold on, the Remnant out just in time before the Pit of Malice could root the Ember Spirit. I mean, yeah, he had his BKB in his defense, but another smoke gets popped out. This is right after Abhi has baited out, or Abhi has dodged a spell. Now he's gonna jump in, the Sleight of Fist in the steering change. Ursa is gonna activate the BKB, gonna try to kill the Ember Spirit to activate the BKB. Remnant further into 3 heroes. Insane damage coming from Abhi. What is that Sleight of Fist?
Marcy
Made
in
Slayer
trouble.
combination, Maelstrom chains blocking all the way, wrecking havoc just like lightning. Queen of Pain is gonna try to throw some spells. Low HP, gonna jump into the air by use Scepter. 2 people make it 3, rooted by the Pit of Malice. Last survivor of the fight, Uber Lord.
Dire's middle
It's not gonna be anything that Team Wolf get in this fight. They're gonna chase down the Dark Lord into the dark depths of their own base. No casualty for Team Avengers. What a fight.
Troublesome situations for sure. And I thought that they would go ahead and attack over the rest of the towers. It seems as if.
For a
kind of-
moment, it really looked like the Centaur who tried to jump on the Ursa along with Ember Spirit was in trouble. But as soon as Abhi shifted his jump towards the back lines and dealt insane damage to Shadow Shaman, Marcy and Queen of Pain, I was just much more concerned for Team Wolf
Radiant
instead.
structures are
And
fortified.
yeah, that's one hero doing it. He has Aghanim Scepter now. He's ready to jump and deal a busted amount of damage across the map, across the team fights. I mean, good luck for Team Wolf trying to catch this Ember Spirit is all I would say. He also has a double damage bottled up. What a madman.
Definitely troublesome. Some more. Another
Okay,
skirmish.
that's Light of Fist. He's gonna get hexed, rooted, but there is the jump coming in from
Oh, the
Spectre. Haunted is going to be Shadow Shaman to his death. Remnant out. In fact, it's Remnant in towards the Queen of Pain, who is forced to blink out. Will-O-Wisp has been dropped out. BKB activated. There is no chance for Marcy to do anything with the Unleash. Scream of Pain to target rooted. The buyback comes in from Shadow Shaman, but he is close to death. Sleight of Fist making sure there is a dieback on the support.
Queen of Pain, no.
MMZ is gonna clean out. Ursa is going to try to take at least one kill. He's gonna get the Centaur, but Abhi says hello as he Sleight of Fist, kills the Angry Bear, goes to the base. The double damage has inflicted
Radiant's
quadruple amounts of damage on Team Wolf. I mean, MNZ did a great job of jumping on the Shadow Shaman, and
Radiant structures
Abhi, he had unlimited supply of mana, of physical damage, and cooldown reduction from Pampu. Pampu needs to be disabled and taken care of. Hold on, there is a haunt coming in. The Orchid. Oh, cool people, don't look at dead bodies. Is that what MSG was trying to pull off? Marcy is safe though. Was able to reach Fountain in time. That's gonna be one set of flags at least claimed.
Yep, and the attack's about to go down. There you go.
has fallen.
The melee off, now the ranged.
Radiant's middle
No answer for this. Oh, Centaur. ये थोड़ी देर पहले ओके एक और यहाँ पे कोशिश किया जा सकता है. Arsa went down and that was some factor. मैं वो मिस कर दिया था.
No, I mean Ursa was trying to find the correct jump, but there was a Will-O-Wisp drop down, so he would have to activate his BKB to commit for the KOTL kill, which is understandable.
Got
And
it.
And right after you use your BKB, you are so vulnerable because Spectre and Ember Spirit are already upfront jumping on Underlord, Shaman, and I think it was Marcy in that fight. So, what happened in that fight was the best Team Wolf could have done was reduce their casualties, and they still had a dieback on the Shadow Shaman. MNC casually picks up the Aegis by himself, and he built up a butterfly. So now if Ursa doesn't have an MKB, the Spectre is not going to be a problem, because not only going to be a problem, I'm sorry, but Ursa needs to kill him twice, and that is with Centaur, KOTL and Zafiro providing all the firepower. Oh, look at this, another time, another opportunity. And MNZ is just gonna step back after the shadow step, force the BKB out of Ursa. Gonna pass the Roshan's banner, because that was the second time the Aegis was taken down.
41 against 22, and let's
Shadow Shaman,
begin the
Sunpunch
show.
and Root have been dropped down. There is Shard available on Ember Spirit. 69 is just gonna lay back, relax, wait for the right timing to jump or ultimate.
Even the
He's gonna try to
fortification
throw
did
some
not
spells.
help.
Spectre is gonna make the jump on Shadow Shaman. He gets deleted right away. A huge Will-O-Wisp into the ice path, macro fire. Talk about fire, ice, and more fire thanks to Ember Spirit. Even an earthquake caused by Centaur. That's two people just like that deleted. Shield Rune is gonna be activated by Ember Spirit. Ursa is trying his best to fight, but he doesn't have the
There you
BKB.
go.
Two huge beefy heroes just make the jump. Shard, Sonic Wave. blink in. The silence is gonna buy some time, but there is no way Dark-X can make his escape. Even Icarus is gonna fall, and GG has been called out.
Well
I
played.
think we have a winner here. It's gonna be a show for Team Avengers to create. They are the show makers. They're gonna be victorious. They will be proceeding to Russia as they will be representing India under ESFI for the student championship, which is
Congratulations.
yeah. Just like to extend a hefty congratulations to these players. It's Pampu, Pegasus, MNZ69, and Abi, also known as Ikro. Team Avengers will be proceeding further.
What a
It's
game.
with they have just. I mean, this game was very interesting to watch. Team Wolf fought out really well, and they were solid, but at the same time, they fell short. You started to see the itemization and the experience of Avengers really started to kick in into the mid game and late game. There were a couple of really good plays coming from Dark-X, Jukan, and Icarus. Even Carl really stepped up to try and assist, but I think the aggression was just not enough to stop Abi, and MNZ just capitalized on those jumps. And even Papu. What was that positioning, man?
Insane gameplay. Team Avengers for the victory. WF tried pretty good. Best wishes for these teams for the future as well. And huge congratulations for Avengers. What an amazing play. पंपू का गेम प्ले देखते हुए मैंने काफ़ी बार मेरे को बढ़िया लगा है और आज तो भाई अलग अंदाज पे ये
he just positions himself so well and so safe that if somebody does jump on him, there is an assurance that the enemy hero who jumps in is punished. So that's just something else. And same thing was done by Pegasus. And the final fight where we saw ice, we saw fire, then we saw more fire from Ember Spirit and a lot of physical damage coming from the Ember Spirit and the
combine that with the light.
Yeah, even pure damage. Desolate. I mean, that was just FPS being dropped down, just like Team Wolf was being dropped down by Team Avengers. What was that? Very chaotic indeed.
You know, this particular draft, this particular game reminds me that you throw every element available at your opponents. Be it the earth shattering factor, the fire, the ice, as you mentioned. I think the only thing
they just combined their
the
nature's
wind.
Forces and caused a natural disaster in their base. That's all I can say. But
With just wind
big question
and
to
water
you.
missing. Yeah.
That's true. Water and wind. But big question back to you. Who do you feel was the MVP of this game 3?
Kind of like makes me think and answer it a little bit. While I want to say KOTL, Ember made a lot of play. The huge factor in the form of the number of kills. Yet what I feel is like KOTL contributed to the team's victory, and particularly whenever the time was off, whenever it was highly needed, ये पंपू वहाँ पे पहुँचते हुए मैंने बहुत बार देखा, क्योंकि जंगल के हर एक कोने में इनको.
You mean to say you want to say KOTL, but Abhi played so well because of Pampu. That's why you want to give it to Pampu, is it?
It's a contribution. See, it's an overall team contribution.
Yeah, I would say it would be a fair answer. Honestly, from me, I would say it was Pampu and Abhi collectively. That
agreed.
The way they duoed their spells and they started landing everything correctly and in a horrible fashion for Team Wolf to tank it up. So I would say you can say it's either Abhi or Pampu, but you could say both of them. It's a very old school combo, by the way, Santa. Ember Spirit and KOTL, Bristleback and KOTL. We also sometimes see PA and KOTL, which is very unorthodox, but we do see it sometimes.
एक बात क्या है कि keeping the factors included in the game aside, I mean the technicality aside, I love Dota 2 for two major reasons. Number one, I can see a lot of heroes and that those remind me of several other games and movies. Particularly जब भी मैं KOTL को देखता हूँ मेरे को तो गैंडोल्फ याद आता है. Okay.
His Dota 1 name was actually Gandalf in a specific
Oh.
slot, yeah. And they even named Lifestealer as the Golem. Golem was the name of the
Okay.
guy who tried to carry the ring. He's like
Yes.
Master and the Lord of Rings lore is something
Hmm.
that is slightly covered and inspired few characters or heroes out of Dota 2 or Dota 1, I would say. But
Yes.
nonetheless, I would
Hmm.
say, yeah, it's an amazing game, and we just saw how amazingly Team Wolf played. Despite their best efforts, I think they gave a head-on really good fight to Team Avengers, but Team Avengers showed us their aggression and their timings when they took a straight-up heads-on fight when the Ember Spirit had the BKB. You remember that smoke play? That was something that they pulled off when the opponent had the advantage of Aegis on Ursa. Darkex had Aegis, and still they went on to take that fight. So that is something that caught Wolf off guard, and I think there is a little bit of element of experience or else counter aggression that Wolf might have lacked. Whereas I think Avengers played a great game overall.
Yep.
Mid lane was completely disastrous for Icarus. I mean, Abhi was just styling upon him, one solo kill into the early game, and then Icarus was forced to make those rotations, and that slightly caused him to lose the control of rooms, and that is where Abhi showed his true capabilities. But overall, I would say amazing itemization and builds from Team Avengers. I mean, you could just watch one of these games from a player perspective and you could definitely figure out, oh wow, is this the way the hero can be played to the limit? And that's just all 5 of them combined together who will be going to Russia and representing ESFI India.
So yes, thank you so much for ESFI for this one, and Open Esports Student Games Indian qualifiers हमने देखा है guys. Congratulations to the team that's going to play at Russia representing us. Along with that, I would like to thank our partners, our training partner Hama, our multiplex partner Inox, coaching partner FitGMR, Artsmith, our communications partner, sports psychology partner Mandeha, and Let's Game Now event partner जिनकी वजह से ये पॉसिबल यहाँ पे हो पाया. आगे और भी टूर्नामेंट्स के साथ आने वाले हैं, और भी गेम्स आपके लिए होंगे, तो जुड़े रहिए ये जर्नी में. फिलहाल के लिए Dota 2 का गेम्स हमने देखा. तो Frozen Razor, before we leave for the day, any final words from your end?
Oh, nothing. Just it was a great time to cast these games together, and
Likewise.
Santa, guys, I just like to appreciate he is not very familiar with this game, and that's why he was more or less playing a supportive role to help me cast in these games. But see, if somebody is trying to understand or get into Dota 2, that's a very big thing, because obviously this game has only gotten complex over the years. So I'd like to say thank you to ESFI and Santa for going beyond when the game has slowly reduced in terms of popularity, but we still continue to do things for the good old times and great future to come up with in terms of this game. And I just want to say congratulations to Team Avengers, who just came on top of everybody else, and everybody who lost, it was Team WOF and Team Alpha. There's always another time, another opportunity. I play the game myself, so I know how it sucks to be on the losing end. There's one team which is just in all smiles and happiness and joy, but then there is another team which is in despair and demise, and that's just part of it. But life goes on, and yeah, that's everything. I hope you had a fantastic time watching the stream. Hopefully this match casting provides some extra flavor to probably get your highlights of this game, which were pulled off by the players. Santa, that's it from me. I had a great time.
Thank you so much for the compliment. And yes, we are learning the game. It's a learning curve every day. And as of
Learning never
as per
stops.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, as for the game, I would say it's just either win or learn. You will either win the game or you'll learn the game. It's never the other way around. So keep grinding the game, enjoy the play, whichever hero you choose, however you're proceeding. Yes, keeping the technical practice in mind. Go ahead, grind the game, enjoy it. Having said that, we would like to take a leave for now और मिलते हैं आगे आने वाले दिनों में. मैं Santa along with Frozen Razor signing off for today.
Yes. Thank you guys. Goodbye.
How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters. How has FitGamer changed and impacted Cloud9? I mean, honestly,
Cloud9, North America's best international team, are headed back to Worlds.
the difference between the teams that actually win or lose are the teams that are going to actually have the stamina and still have like a sharp mind through that event. Prior to having FitGamer's exercise routines that we've been doing, my players around game 5 would get tired and lose. What's happened with the training that we've been doing, we are now, when we get to this game 5 situations, we're the team on stage that has energy, we're the team on stage actually is sharp, and we're the team that's raising the trophies. The FitGamer app helps you not only track on your everyday workouts, but we travel a lot. So while we're traveling, we can kind of pinpoint how our players are doing, how our managers are doing. They can report what their sleep is like, they report the nutrition, and it gives us the ability to catch patterns that are not good early and address them and fix them. And our training routines, training up along both, has resulted in us lifting trophies at the end of the day. And for me, that's what actually matters.
I just wish he knew. 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 Just wish he knew.